Hello there, people who have access to the internet and who are currently using it to watch this video. My name is Pun Food, or just Pun if you prefer. And last time on You Eat Soup, we got every star coin in Frosted Glacier. I just got done filming me actually making sure I got every star coin in Frosted Glacier, because I actually missed one. Don't tell past me. This time we're playing as Toadette. Toadette does give you an extra 100 seconds when you start a level, but also Toadette's the only one that can use these, so I'm just gonna, and I feel like it's only fair to play as Toadette, right, for something. Anyway, so we're gonna head on down to the next world. And before we can do that, I guess we have this to deal with. So here we are. This is Soda Jungle Dash Airship. Spoilers for the next world, I guess. It's called Soda Jungle, but whatever. It should be known that Peachette basically has the exact same abilities as Flying Squirrel Mario, except I believe the boost is less horizontal and more vertical. And then, you'll instantly be saved from, poison or lava in falling pits, if you still have a jump remaining. Or even if you don't have a jump remaining. I think, yeah, to some extent, even if you don't have a jump remaining, you will still be saved. But I can't remember for sure. Anyway, we're playing our first airship level. Honestly, I really like airship levels sometimes, but other times they're just kinda meh. It's like, but I already made it to the halfway point. And then we just gotta head down this pipe. So, also, Toadette gives you swimming that's similar to the Baby Yoshis, except not really, because you don't press, R to swim forward. You just press, the B or A button, which is definitely a lot easier, to some extent. More spammable, if anything. And it definitely seems more like, a breaststroke versus like a twirl forward, anyway. And even when you're not Peachette, Toadette still just innately swims like this, which is very different, and it's honestly sometimes a bit awkward to control. And it's like, why does Toadette play like this compared to like the other ones who don't play anything like that? I don't know. I can't really answer that. But our first Bowser Jr. fight. I like the idea of Bowser Jr. kind of being the central antagonist for like every Mario game until Bowser appears. It's like in this game, in New Soup, and in We Eat Soup, you fight Bowser Jr. like a couple times, good chunk of times, and Bowser just kind of shows up at the end, it's like, Bowser's in charge, but it's like, he stays in his place, versus Bowser Jr., who's kind of the one to go about and shenaniganize. Anyway. Though I will say, this is probably my least favorite fight in the game. Not just because it's not as easily cheesable as the other fights, but also just because controlling underwater, yeah, again, such a massive departure from normal gameplay, like I was saying last episode. But, yeah. Anyway. So, That's the airship. I wonder why they decided to put the airship here. But I mean, I guess it makes sense. Like, after your split path, they want to remind you that Bowser Jr. exists and is an antagonist. And they can't exactly lump it in with Frosted Glacier or Sparkling Waters because it exists no matter which one of those you play. So it has to be a part of Soda Jungle. But it's weird that it happens before you even go into Soda Jungle and get, like, the, you know, Soda Jungle screen, you know. Anyway. Now, we can head to Soda Jungle. So, here we are. It's the Forest World, Jungle World. I don't know. It's hard to say whether I should classify them as forest or jungle, because they definitely have some jungle quality. I don't know. Also, this is our secret exit all the way back from, Acorn Plains. Yeah, it'll take us all the way back to, over here at Blooper Secret Lair? Blooper Secret Lair. And then, hop, 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 run, or I guess slide, but run, hop, 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 hop. And then this one is our secret exit over from, Layer Cake Desert. And it takes us all the way back up here to Piranha Plants on Ice. Piranha Plants on Ice. My biggest mystery is, why does the secret slope go behind the glacier and then inside of it? You know, that's my, like, big interesting observation that I think is weird. Anyway, now we can actually play Soda Jungle 1, Jungle of the Giants. Let's start off the video, now that we're actually in Soda Jungle, by talking about, the forest/jungle worlds in the New Soup series. And that starts by talking about, you know, this game. This game has my favorite set of forest levels. It just has some giant enemy levels. It also has good platforming challenges and unique platforming ideas. You know, Wii Eat Soup also had a couple of good ones, but I felt like it was overall still ultimately, like, I don't think bogged down is the right word. But it's an easy pun to make because you could consider the Poison Muck a, you know, bog of sorts. Anyway, you know, in Wii Eat Soup, it just feels like the jungle, doesn't really mean much. It's like, I don't know, you have the first level, which does vine stuff, and I think, and then the second, like, you have various levels, but it's like, once you beat the, tower, you have the raft level, the ghost house level, and then the random sky level. Versus this game's jungle, slash forest, which has a ton of levels. You know, more than any other world, I think, if I'm correct. In DS, I don't remember the levels too well because, yeah, for the DS, because I don't remember much of the DS, New Soup too well. But I will say that, you know, I remember there's the Dory level, and that's, like, all I remember, and I know the spider guys exist. And then, in, I guess in New Soup 2, the jungle slash forest was combined with the water world, so I ranked it the lowest, but now actually thinking about it, there were some pretty memorable levels, but I think the reason it still ends up at the bottom is purely because we can't differentiate between, is this a jungle level or a water level, and it shares too many with the other, you know, type like, to, you know, unfortunately, it just works in the game's detriment, for ranking. And so that brings our totals up to, You Eat Soup at 20, New Soup 2 at 9, We Eat Soup at 12, and New Soup, at 9. So, we'll see how that shapes up when we go to the, Cliff Mountain World, whatever. We don't need another Toad House. So let's just toad over to Soda Jungle 2. I already a good chunk into the episode. Anyway. So, another thing is, I'm pretty sure anytime a level recommends a Super Acorn, if you're playing as Toadette, it'll give you a Super Crown instead, because it's basically the exact same ability. You know, because normally this a level would be a Super Acorn level. But yeah. So I remember really liking this level. I know you can go up there. I think there's normally a hidden block to get up there, or maybe it is just a squirrel deal. So then I can POW block, and yeah, okay. I forgot how that room worked for a minute. Anyway, so what if I just do this? It reveals secrets. And is that secret? I remember that's, yeah, I hardly ever use that cannon because, it's not much need to. Anyway, I think the secret level, or secret exit for this level is more at the beginning, so I'll have to come back for that. Unless it's like around here and I'm just being stupid and oh, it's right here. I remember now. So I guess I'll come back for the normal exit. And this time, Soda Jungle is really large. I don't want to divide up worlds, mostly because, of reasons. I want to kind of keep them all in one episode. But yeah, Soda Jungle is really large. I guess I'll see where I am around, like, the 35-minute mark. So, yeah. Because you can skip, like, a good chunk of the world just by taking this secret exit. And there's a reason that that secret exit is actually still useful when playing normally. Because if you want to skip, like, the entire middle of the world, that's a great way to do it, considering the middle can not drag on, but just, you know, it's not the fastest thing to play through. There's some good levels. We'll get to them soon, but yeah. Anyway, this is my favorite forest jungle world. It shouldn't be any surprise that You Eat Soup has my favorite levels when, again, I keep crediting it for having the best level design of the new Soup games. But like, I can't think of a... I think we'll get there in a moment, actually. I don't want to spoil any future episodes, so, yeah. But, definitely, You Eat Soup is probably my favorite in the series. Then, oops, well, can probably still do that and get the top. Anyway. Topic of discussion. I don't know. We haven't met all the Koopalings in this game yet, so I may wait for that topic later. What else? Mario power-ups? I guess I don't necessarily want to do, like, a ranking. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily running out of stuff to talk about, but I just want to choose based on more so based on, like, you know, relevance. Because it's like, if a topic isn't super relevant, like, the Koopalings are relevant to the series, but I don't want to spoil them. I mean, you probably know who the Koopalings are, you know. My guess is that you played the games, probably at this point, or at least played one of the games with the Koopalings. So I'll go over them once we've met them all, I think. I mean, yeah, I also have more stuff I'm gonna need to talk about later, so that seems like a fair treatment, and I just died. Yeah, so, I don't know, guess, Bramballs. Bramballs are fun, but, are Bramballs, any good as enemies? I think, personally, I don't think Bramballs are proper, you know, like, amazing enemy material, you know? And I can't get up there again. Dang it, okay. But there's a second star coin. But yeah, I definitely have to show a huge level of support to Bramballs. They're just really cool. Personally, I think so at least. Anyway, I could get that green coin ring, but what's most important is getting, through this while I still had a star. Anyway, if you have a mini mushroom, you can take that shortcut. Otherwise, you can't, and you're forced to deal with the Bramballs. I guess they're supposed to, I guess they're like a pun? I don't know, are they a pun, or are they more so a play on words? What's the I think they're definitely a pun, because they're based on bramble, but ball. So, no, is it a pun or is it a play on words? It's like, it's a clever name combining bramble and ball. I think it's a pun. I mean, who's to say that a play on words can't be a pun? And they're, you know, I think it's one of those, like, a pun is always a play on words, but a play on words isn't always a pun type deals. Anyway, so, yeah. Then, could go to the 1-up house, but given that I'm already worried about the time on this episode, I think I'll head straight to the tower, and I'll just do the tower, and, we'll see how it goes. This should be Super Crown, yeah. This is actually the only episode I'm probably going to be playing as Toadette, so I guess we could talk about the Super Crown and stuff. I mean, like, I don't know, it's so interesting that, like, the first place the internet took it was, what if we used it on Bowser? And that came from, I believe the first occurrence was from a Mario Odyssey comic of, like, Mario and Bowser both getting rejected, and Bowser being like, I have a Super Crown, you know? But my question is, why Bowser? Why not Mario? Why not, you know, any other playable character? And even once you get to Bowser, it becomes a case of, at least in my mind, you know, it's like, we get it. You know, Bowser is hot, Bowser is attractive, you know, whatever, right? But, like, you know, why the Super Crown, you know? And it's like, and I find it interesting how, you know, just how, it becomes almost, you know, it's like, I think it's even more interesting that it was pretty much confirmed in the trailers that only Toadette could use the Super Crown, but people decided, nah, Bowser can use it anyway, you know. And so can the rest of the Mario cast, you know. I get it's, you know, fanon and not canon, so it's like, of course, why wouldn't they be able to, you know? But, in my mind, it is still very, you know, like, there were so many reasons why that shouldn't be possible and why that shouldn't happen, you know, and yet we decided to go with it anyway. And it's like, but I find it even more interesting how quickly, you know, how quickly Bowsette disappeared from the internet, at least in my eyes, you know. You know, it was like, you know, as pretty much as soon as, You Eat Soup, you know, came out that, Bowsette disappeared from the internet, you know, from how I remember it, you know. I mean, I guess that's the way of most memes, but it's just very interesting, you know, how it's like, it didn't even really, you know, and it's like, it seems like we all kind of never have brought it up again. It's like, yeah, I guess it wasn't the greatest meme, but at the same time, it was extended to so many characters within the Mario and outside of the Mario universe, you know, and, you know, just, it had everything going in its favor to be something people would always talk about, and it's like, yeah, we never brought it up again, except, of course, me right now playing You Eat Soup and playing as, you know, Peachette, so, you know. I also find it interesting, this is why, Soda Jungle is super big, because it has this whole spooky section to it, that you have to go through. But, and this level is not the most confusing, but it's definitely, can't I just, like, skip most of the level? And secret coins. Hopefully I don't end up having to replay this level, like, a ton, just because I was, you know, like, super into the star coins. This looks more like just a straight up, case of just grab all the coins, grab the star coin, and that's star coin too, so hopefully that means I'm doing something right. So I guess it's this way. Believe is the exit, or the path to the exit, rather. Anyway, but I find it even more interesting that they chose the name Bowsette, because the "et" part of Peachette is derived from Toadette, you know? Obviously. So it would make more sense if Bowsette was Toadette turning into Bowser, versus this thing would be like Peachowser, but I guess that's like a ship name, and they probably couldn't use like a ship name. What is... Actually, yeah, hold on a sec. What is the ship of, Bowser and Peach? Like, is there a name for that, or is it just, like, commonly, like, we don't need a ship name for that because, you know, that's obviously, like, a thing that kind of... I don't know. Interesting. Anyway, I'm worried about how many times I'm gonna have to replay this level. Just because I decided to cheese it the first time. But, I'm debating if I want to make 2 shorter episodes or 1 long episode, and I'm leaning towards 1 long episode. Because, I personally think that, the long episode is still likely to get some attention and, like, whatnot, compared to the short episodes, which, yeah, they'll get attention, but it's like, it makes no sense to separate Soda Jungle into multiple days of uploading, especially since I already worked out the math. I'm making sure the series gets out before, Mario Wonder does, you know. I don't know. It's like I was kind of worried about what if there was a place that required me to, actually, you know... Well, dang it. I just ended up right back here. So I guess I'm locked into going the normal route. This is, I swore that there was a, star coin in here. But maybe I missed it because I didn't have a Gloshi. Anyway. Yeah. It's very interesting. It's like, this game was released? Was it released in 2019? Was that it? Is that what happened? Or was it announced in 2019? I think it was released in 2019. So, yeah, no star coins in here. And if that other place was star coin number 2, I can only imagine where 3 is, because I think I know where star coin 1 is. Anyway, I mean, I plan to do one long episode, but if this keeps playing out, or I can't find the last star coins here, I might just, I mean, I could always pull a, I'll be right back once I find it, deal. But I think what I'm gonna do is just try and find them. Well, I know this room all too well. And this is either 1 or 3. I'm betting on 3, actually, more than I'm betting on 1. Unless, of course, I don't know. Anyway, so make sure you stand on the platform the whole time. And don't worry about it. You can just hop up here, make sure you jump so you don't accidentally squish yourself. And through the door, and I believe this is the secret exit. But you have to fall down this shaft, and in here is number 3. Okay, so I was right. So, or was I right, or was I forget what I said now. And now I know that if I say, well, I said 3, that would obviously be easily, you know, like, oh, you're just saying that because it was number 3, so you want to say that you were right. But you can actually go back and watch the video, and I'll go back and watch the video, and I'll know if I'm right or not. So, yeah. Anyway, so one last star coin, and then we also have to play the secret level, and we have to play those levels. Honestly, the other hard part about it is that Soda Jungle generally, I think, has some pretty tough levels, but once we get the last star coin here, we have 6 levels to go, so that's not too bad. Hopefully, it must be in here. Okay, and then I'll just get the secret exit, because I think it's quicker. Yeah, this is the room I was thinking of, where it was also off to the side. I don't particularly want... I believe they're called boozers, or bruisers, or something. In my, in this here... What was I even trying to say? I don't know. We're gonna go through here, and then this should just spit us out right back at the beginning, and we'll take the secret exit, as opposed to the regular exit. Because I think this way is probably faster. To some extent. Anyway. So, let's just get up here. Ah, dang it. So, let's get up here and actually go in the door. Okay, and now I'm mostly focused on just completing these levels in a timely manner. Because, I really want to make sure this episode, even if it's going to run long, I don't want it to run too long, you know? We're like 5 stages out of 11 into this world. Because we have 6 more to go. Like, it's a really tough call. I guess we'll see how long, like, it's like, if I have less than half the stages in the world to go, I don't want to cut the episode, you know, and say we'll do them, you know, in the next episode. But I'm really worried that, like, I just died so many times that it's, like, hard to, you know, keep on pace. But you probably don't want to hear about, like, me managing, you know, how much, you know, how long each episode's gonna be. You probably want to hear me say something fun. So, here's a fun fact. These beetles, they're not bitty buds. Bitty buds are the 3D land and 3D world enemies. And I just died. Okay. So, but these are parabeetles, and, this is their only appearance in game. Similarly, in Wii Soup, they only appear one time, in, World 7. So, there's your fun fact trivia. I don't know, I like this level conceptually, but I'm not the biggest fan of it, like, in practice. It often feels like very me sucking at the game. The parabeetles are very slippy. Sometimes. They're not like ice physics slippy, but just like they're small platforms to land on. So it's a fun level, and it's a fun, you know, skill check to make sure you're prepared to enter into World 7 / aka Meringue Clouds. You know, but I mean, otherwise, I think dang it. Okay, just need to get enough height. Okay. It's like, yeah, so little... And also, don't slide on these guys, because they're counted as a sloped surface, like, I'm pretty sure, no matter how you land on them. Anyway. And they also can still hurt you if you run into them, like that. And you can die like that. Yeah, the more I fail at this level, the more likely it is that I'm gonna cut the Soda Jungle in 2. And if it's the only world I do this to, so be it. It would suck. But the alternative is having like an hour and 30-minute video to do that, and right now I'm just not a big enough YouTuber to like justify that, you know, to like, you know, myself, to be like, ah yes, people are totally going to want to tune in to this hour and 30-minute video of me playing an old, you know, Mario game. It's like, I mean, it's not that old, but it's like, yeah, when Wonder is right around the corner. You know. So... It's like... I don't know, I just really feel like today isn't my day. Not just, like, in this game, but also just, like, generally, I don't think today is really my day for, like, anything. Anyway, that's a King Bill, and they only appear in this level, I believe. They might appear... No, I'm pretty sure they only appear in this level. With, like, maybe one exception. But that lets us know that there's actually a King Bill coming up, and one up here too. Dang it. I am just bad at this level, apparently. Yeah. But I'm gonna beat it. I'm gonna beat it. I swear. So, it's like, maybe you don't want to watch. Maybe I shouldn't open my mouth. It's like, part of me is like, we basically made it to the end, right? So maybe I could just cut out all this and just say, I'm back, I made it to the... Oh, yeah, they're even giving me the, you know, you need help? Block, but, yeah, maybe I should just, skip to the, end, where I've collected everything. I don't know. We'll figure that out in post. If I say something super interesting, though, that's probably not gonna... I definitely think I'm probably gonna edit out a ton of my deaths. No, I'm probably gonna leave all the deaths in, and you can just watch me fail at this one level over and over. The problem is this is probably one of the most difficult levels, for me to, do in the entirety of this game. So, if I say, hey, you know, I plan on, ending the video right after this level, the problem is that I'm actually not super good, but, like, I'm way better at the upcoming levels, meaning that it's highly likely that that episode will be super short, you know. So I think we'll really see once I actually beat the level. I would love to... I'm willing to take an hour and 20-minute video, at most. That is my upper limit. That is my... I can do hour 20, for this series. I won't be proud of it, but if it means keeping all of Soda Jungle in one part, so be it. Because I can probably finish this level by the 40-minute mark, would be my guess. Meaning that, I'll take the Parabeetle up here. Just land on this one then. And, keep jumping to make sure it goes down. Alright, there we go. That's probably the trickiest part. Now, you get the star coin, land on you, get the flagpole. Okay, finally! Oh my god. I love the level conceptually, but I hate playing it. So, and that is the shortcut to Meringue Clouds. But we won't go there yet. Because first, First we have to go back to Soda Jungle. We have 5 more levels. Can I do that in just 40 more minutes? Probably. Here we go.
Here I go.
But, no promises. Anyway, don't need any of this. We're just gonna go to where I know the star coins are. I feel like I have too good of a memory of this level to not, remember where the star coins are. Anyway, this is a really great jungle level, and this is why I say that even if, you know, the other jungle levels in this world, we've seen iterations of them before, this level right here is why You Eat Soup wins the jungle world / forest world, depending on who you ask. Oh, and if you play as Toadette or Nabbit, you also get 3-ups instead of 1-ups, at least in like hidden 1-up locations, as like a red coin, green coin, or bouncing on the Parabeetle reward. You just get the normal 1-up. Wait, I forget what's down here. Is this a star? Or is this the... Yeah, this is the star. No, that's just an extra, I believe, either acorn or, in this case, super crown. Down there is a secret exit, but we'll get that after we get the main exit. Over here. Anyway. It's main exit. I beat the level in like 2 minutes, and I can do it again. Yeah, we're on pace. I can totally squeeze in, make this an extra long episode, because to be fair, it does have more levels than the other worlds, so, you know.
Here I go.
I believe Rock Candy Mines also has slightly more levels, but this world has 7, plus a ghost house, and a tower, and a castle. Whereas Rock Candy Mines, I believe, has 2 towers, so that makes up for a lack of a ghost house. It has a castle, of course, but then does it have 6 levels? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It also has 7, so actually Rock Candy Mines has the same amount of levels as this world. But wait, this world also has the secret level. So, whereas World 6 doesn't have a secret level, I don't think. So yeah. In other words, this is the longest world. But it wasn't by as much as I thought it was. But still, it also is, in my opinion, some of the easiest levels to just die on repeatedly, aka Flight of the Parabeetles. So this is a secret exit, and that's the neat part about the haunted section of this, of Soda Jungle, is that you have to get the secret exit if you want to actually make your way forward. So, if you've never gotten a secret exit before, you will have to get at least one just to beat the game. Which is good. It's good that they're giving people, like, a secret exit tutorial. Because if you didn't get a secret exit, you would be making your way to Soda Jungle Ghost House, and then, you know, you would have to... And then you get the normal exit, and then you'd come to one of these levels, and they would only let you forward if you found the secret, so... Yeah. Anyway, this is another good level. One of my favorites. Anyway. I like that they use, like, a more tropical, or not even necessarily tropical, but just, like... Oh my god, Toadette swimming. Oh my god, Toadette swimming controls actually make that hard. Anyway. Yeah, but I like the more, drum beat underground theme that they're using here. Anyway. Already have the, first star coin, so... That's something to be proud of, I guess. I mean, it's something that helps with our overall progression. So then, I believe I know where everything else is. Also, say hi to this enemy that I don't know the name of, that you never see again in the game. Like, it's like, I really don't, like, Super Mario World is fun and all, but I don't like that it has just, like, so many enemies that you only see once and never again, unless I'm just not remembering times they make other appearances elsewhere in the game. Probably, that's what it is. But, yeah. Deep Sea Ruins. I believe I got the checkpoint. If I didn't, that was stupid of me. That was stupid of me. Anyway, alright, this time we're gonna do it right. Toadette's swimming controls, I think, are actually worse. I think it's mostly because even though swimming already feels like it's not really even similar gameplay style to the one that the game normally has, swimming with Toadette is even more of a departure. And it's even worse when you're used to how the game plays when you're underwater. And now you have to adjust, you know, like this. Anyway. So, we'll head over here. And... yeah. We'll just head up the pipe. And... we will head over here to the normal exit. Anyway. Is she saying not bad or Toadette? I don't know. Anyway, just have to beat the level again for the secret exit, because we're getting every exit, because I believe it tracks how many secret exits and normal exits you've gotten. Like, for 100%. Anyway. So, we're just gonna do our best to get by all this. And... there we go. No. Come on, man. Toadette's swimming controls can sometimes be the worst. I literally just said that, like, as I was playing through that level, but still. Oh, wow. Like, I'm listening to the music, and this is, like, one of the first times I've listened to this game's music through headphones, and some of the, you know, like, you know, songs in here just are really good. I mean, Mario music's always good, but it was like, these songs are like really good and just like they have instruments I didn't notice before and other layers and stuff, you know. Anyway, we're gonna grab a star, and now we're just gonna book it. Anyway, so for the secret exit, you're gonna do something that you might have already, you know, you might have just done it on accident, because you're like, oh, it moved out of the way, there's stuff over here, and there's the third star coin, and here's the secret exit. So, let's, get the secret exit. I can totally do the rest of this world. Not before an hour. Not before the hour mark, I don't think, but definitely before, like, the hour and 20 mark. So, Ghost Graveyard Place, is just a memory. Do you remember where they all went? And then you have to navigate to the other side without touching one of them to avoid a battle. It's cool, but not really my favorite. Anyway, Seesaw Bridge. This is a fun one. There's wigglers and stuff. Like wigglers. Wigglers are fun, I think. So I didn't mean to spin jump that high. It should just normally be like a simple hop, and I believe this is this room. Yep, okay. Super easy if you have Squirrel Suit or, you know, Peachette. Since this level has no secret exits, we're not in danger of missing anything by accidentally going the wrong way. To an extent. This... I don't remember if you're supposed to just, like, I think you really, I did that correctly, where you have to perfectly, like, time your thing. So, yeah. So, I'm mainly now looking for, just the last star coin, which should be on one of these up ahead here. Definitely not there. I want to say it's, like, right here. Yeah. This seems like where it normally is, but maybe I'm wrong? Or is it... No, seriously, where'd it go? Where's the third star coin? Was it down one of these pipes? I guess it was down one of these pipes. So, that's a relatively simple but fun one. So yeah, made exponentially easier if you have Squirrel Suit or Peachette, because you can do a recovery jump to get back up there, and you'll be able to get it eventually because there's no danger except timer down there. So, yeah. I'm doing this whole series because Wonder is coming out soon. So maybe I should talk more about, you know, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. But then again, I only have 2 more levels and then the world is done. But then again, who knows how many times I'll die on those levels. But I guess I need to make a note for myself. Next episode, talk about, more about Super Mario Bros. Wonder specifically. Anyway, Giant Wiggler level. I really like this level. And the star coins, I believe, are super easy here. Like, then, fall down here. And, I believe that... Oop! That was really close. Did I start that too early? Who knows? I hope I don't have to replay this level. I hope I don't have to replay this level. But I have a feeling that I already missed, like, the super important thing. Yeah. Well, yep, there's Star Coin 3, so I'll definitely have to come back to this level. But if you're playing Peachette or you have a Squirrel Suit, this level is super easy to cheese. And I feel like I know, whenever I play these levels, because this is my favorite new soup game, I always feel like I know exactly where the star coin I missed is. You know? Like, I've committed some of these to memory. You know? Anyway. back at Soda Jungle 7, Wiggler Stampede. The one thing is I really wish that the boost jump didn't slow my momentum. Because whenever I use it, I always feel like my momentum is being super slowed, you know? It's like, especially when I'm just running somewhere, you know? So, anyway, got the P-switch. I would try flying over this entire level, but I don't know where the next available ground is. For the rest of this level, I bet they expect you to use the Wiggler as an occasional platform, to get over some of this stuff. But you have to make sure you're catching up to it by staying on the upper ground and walking along up there. But, again, super easy to cheese if you have Squirrel Suit or, Peachette. Though the Wiggler is also still making good time, so, Anyway, if I'm really quick on the next level, I might be able to be done before the hour. Though I would have to beat it in 3 minutes and then do my outro in 3 minutes, or and do my outro in that time too. So probably not. But Soda Jungle Castle, Iggy's Volcanic Castle. Alright. Show me what you got, Iggy. So the lava waves in this castle are really fun, but they feel like they would be more fitting of an actual lava world as opposed to just like, you know, jungle, where I would have been fine with poison waves, honestly. And it would have made more thematical, you know, like, sense. You know, if this whole castle was filled with poison and not lava. But, whatever. And I believe, for sure we go up here. But, yeah. Need to get in that other pipe, actually. So, which, if you have Peachette or Squirrel Suit, you can do. The flight power-ups in almost any Mario game usually allow you to break some of the game's, like, tricky jumps and stuff. I mean, but that's kind of what they're there to do in the first place. Because normally you'd have to perfect time that dry bones bounce. And then here you want to wait for the lava wave to pass, because there's a hidden pipe down here which you can only access in the what's the scientific term for it? Like, it's not like peaks and valleys, but it's like crests and hills or something. Something like that. Anyway, we're gonna be keeping Peachette. Anyway, we already made it to the boss door, and hopefully I don't die, because it would be sad if I had to redo that castle. Anyway, Iggy! Iggy is number 2. He's my second favorite Koopaling, right after Lemmy. Mostly because green, and also because I just like his sort of crazy, like Lemmy's crazy because he's like a jokester circus person, but Iggy's just straight up crazy because he acts like a wild animal, you know? And personally, I think he has the most difficult Koopaling fight purely because he's on the ceiling. So if you jump up at the wrong time to avoid the Balarg or whatever they're called, he'll get you. And also, he has a difficult fight because of how his shell moves. There's, you know, and it's sometimes hard to remember where he's gonna pop out of his shell. When you stomp him. Anyway, and he's the most likely to be able to actually have a shot at recovering, upon getting out of his shell like that. But sometimes he'll also be dumb and just hop through the pipe. But yeah, I think Iggy definitely is the most difficult Koopaling in terms of just defeating the fastest, not necessarily for avoiding attacks. No, for avoiding attacks too sometimes. Anyway, but that was Iggy. And this time, we're gonna double check, and we're gonna make sure that the thing gives us the message.
Yahoo!
Yeah, okay, all star coins, we're good. I didn't mess up again. Anyway, save, so we'll go to Rock Candy Mines next time! But for now, my name has been and will be tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that, and it always will be Pun Food. I mean, I only went, 1 hour and 1 minute, so for all my worries about it being a super long episode, I mean, some of my Pikmin 4 episodes were even a little bit longer, so I think I did fine, especially for the longest world.